We're going live in three, two, one. We're live. Good morning, all you Southern California TikTokers and all you social media lights out there, coast to coast, west coast to the east coast. This is JJ Cross broadcasting live from the west coast here in the OC area. I took my walk this morning, and the Holy Spirit was pressing on my spirit to do a special video to commemorate a memento for Martin Luther King Day. And what's weighing really heavy on me is if we were to take the music, and I know it's old school for some of you, and it's way too antiquated for you gangster hip hoppers out there, which is fine. But you need to ask yourself a question. It's not about a race. It's not about me wanting to just pick on a certain group, which I'm not. What I am getting at is whatever type of music it is of today. There's some good stuff, but unfortunately, it's like 80% bad. And so if you're a rapper or you do the supposedly the R&B of today, if you're a current artist or simply you're a music lover, I want to ask you $1 million question. The question simply is, would Martin Luther King approve of Little Nas X? Would he approve of and that's one I'm going to just bring up the top of my head. There's many other, famous rappers that have become bazillionaires in this day and age with that particular genre. What I'm getting at, with all due respect, is would Martin Luther King approve of the music of today? And I know the answer to my question. I don't approve of it, you know, but, I'm from a different era. I'm a Gen Xer. The good thing is, on my side of things, I was a DJ, so I can go on YouTube, which I'm on YouTube now, and I can make my playlist. And I'm going to tell you something for all you you new artists out there. It's so bad that I live in a bubble. I live 1989 this way. 90s, it's still it's that's when it started to go to crap. Okay, let me bring up one other artist who I despise on TikTok. Billie Irish, Stylish, or whatever the F her name is. And I think she's on that rainbow LGBTQ alphabet. Okay, a couple of things. When I first got on TikTok, that song, her song, was automatically attached to my video. I didn't even ask for music. And I was just going crazy. I go, I don't want this crap. It's shit. How does it go? BITCH. I'm Billie Eilish, so she's stylish. That's the beginning of the crap shit that she produces. Now, I'm bringing her up because she's not of color. Okay. Now, point number two. Point number two. Point number two is her dolls weren't selling. When something doesn't sell, it gets bought out at pennies on the dollar to the 99-cent store. I was in Riverside. I walked in to get a Powerade. I'm a golfer, and I was golfing over there by Van Buren, the ghetto golf course of Southern California. Uh, anyway, I'm not here to talk about golf. Let me stay on track. So I stopped in to get a Powerade because I was thirsty, and I happened to be looking for the toys because I have a little 4-year-old, and I was looking at the doll section, and there was her doll. Nobody was buying it at $2-3. Okay, so what's happened? I get on YouTube and we go back to some of the freestyle uh, music of back in the day when I was DJing, and they were bumping, and they're still on tour. They're going to concerts. Cover Girls, Expose. I don't know what happened to Company B, but these are all the power uh, 80s trios, and even okay. Let me last but not least, of course, Betty D. and Sweet Sensation. Great songs. They really honed their craft. And even though it was freestyle, which was, you know, you weren't, getting a bazillion-dollar contract if you're doing the freestyle records, but they did it because they liked the music, they liked the dance music, and they made, then there's tons of other artists that I can mention. But those were just on top of my head. Okay, so circling back to summarize this video, my dear people, whether you like it, you don't like it, I'm speaking the truth. Not only does MLK would have disapproved of the music today. Let me give you a couple other ones. If you walk into a Home Depot or other big major department stores, they're not playing hip hop. They're not playing it. And I'll tell you one thing: if I walk into some store and they're playing that junk, I don't buy anything. It just the music doesn't put you in a good mood. And where do we, and all you feminists out there, I thought you would be up in arms here because the rapper's calling, women the B word, but nobody's offended. They call each other the N word, which I'm going to tell you, in my household, we were taught. In fact, to this day, even my sisters, they're baby boomers. They don't want to hear the N word. We don't use it. You guys do, but it's counterproductive. If you want to come up and you don't want to be degraded, why do you degrade yourselves in your music? And lastly, I'm going to tell you this much, and this is biblical. There's no way you or a certain race of group of people, whatever their culture is. Now I'm speaking on all levels here: Asian, Black, White, Irish, Latino, Cubano, Cambodian, Korean, everybody. There's no way on earth the God, the Creator, Jehovah, and I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, can or will bless you if you're listening to and making this kind of music. My dear people, this is JJ Cross wishing you a happy Martin Luther King Day. God bless you. Wishing you peace, love, and unity. Take care.